Hey guys, today we're going to how to construct triangles. Um, First of all, if you would like to go ahead and follow along with me in your notes, you can find these notes on page 58 in your book, and it should say Constructing Triangles More Practice at the top of your page. But we just have some little blanks to fill in up above, and number one, it says triangles can be classified by side length and angle measure. Now remember, one of the most important things that we talked about last week is that the measures of any triangle add up to a total of 180 degrees. And of course, you can use a protractor to construct a triangle with specific angle measures. So for example, right here on step number one, I don't have a protractor that I can show you online here, but you can see that and fortunately for you, you have drawn angles with your protractors. But you see we have an angle. We can draw a baseline here and then draw an angle measure of 40 degrees. Okay? So then I am just going to move you can kind of see how we've shifted from this side of our protractor to this side over here to construct a 60-degree triangle. So once we accomplish that, if we do indeed draw a 40-degree angle and a 60-degree angle, and we extend those lines until they cross, you can almost do that with your own protractor, you will see that our third angle will automatically be an 80-degree angle. Okay? All right, the next piece of this at the bottom of the page, we can also construct triangles using side lengths. So it says to draw, first of all, an angle with a measure of 30 degrees. So of course, we lined up our protractor right here like you can see here, and then we drew a 30-degree angle here, right? And then it says on step 2 to mark one ray at 5 centimeters and one ray at 2 centimeters. So once we've drawn that first angle, we can measure out 5 centimeters this direction, right? And, oh, excuse me, I did that wrong. Hold on. It says we can mark one ray at 5 centimeters and one at 2 centimeters. So of course, here would be our 2 centimeters. Over this way would be our 5 centimeters. And then we would just go ahead and connect the two dots to form the third side of the triangle, which would be this one here. Okay. All right, let's go to our next page. It says to draw a triangle with the angle measures of 50, 60, and 70 degrees. Now it's important to know that I have a protractor here, and I will do the best job I can to show you how to use yours. But what we're going to do is we're going to just draw a straight line with a straight edge somewhere, probably down below. Oops. Let's just pretend that's straight, okay? Then I'm going to place the center of my protractor, that little open dot, I guess you could say, right here. And I am going to draw first a 50-degree angle. So you can see my mark over here. I come up here and I see this on my protractor. I can see that the 50 is right here. So then I'm going to take these 2 points right here and right here, and I'm going to draw that 50-degree angle, right? So that's 50. I hope you're doing this right along with me. Then it says, so I've taken care of that, I'm going to go ahead and do my 60-degree angle. So I'm going to take my little center dot, open dot, and place it on this side. And I'm going to make a 60-degree angle. Now on the other side of my protractor, 60 degrees is over here. If you can see where I'm marking that. So then I am going to just connect this side right here with that 60-degree mark. Okay, So this is 60 degrees. Now, if you'll notice this angle, there's an angle formed here already. Now, because we know that every triangle has a total of 180 degrees when we add all of our angles together, so if that's 50 and that's 60 degrees, this one has to be 70 degrees. And I'm going to just measure it just in case, but it is indeed 70 degrees. So this by default is 70 degrees. So we've just, by creating these two, it automatically set us up for this. And of course we can take these and kind of erase them. And so then we have our beautiful little triangle. Okay. All right, let's do a blue triangle this time. So here we have it says to draw a triangle with angle measures of 30 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to draw my straight line. Ooh, I love the blue. Looks beautiful. And on this end, we're going to place our little dot on our protractor and line it up with that blue line. Okay. And then we're going to draw, this is where my 30 is on my protractor. So I'm just going to kind of, that's my 30 degree angle right here. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do this next angle. It doesn't matter which one it doesn't matter if we do the the 60 degree or 90 degree angle. I'm going to choose the 90 degree angle because I know 90 degree angle is straight up and down, right? So I'm going to come to this side, line up my dot, and of course 90 degrees straight up. So right here is my 90 degree angle. And so by default, this will be 60. So we have 60, 30, and 90 degrees. And go ahead and erase all of our excess. Okay. All right, let's come down to the bottom here. I think you can do number 3 with a degree of 160. We're going to skip down to number 4 because we haven't encountered a problem just like this. So let's go ahead. We're going to draw a triangle on number 4 with a side length of 1 inch and a side length of 2 inches that meet at a 40 degree angle. So I would do the angle first, and then we can determine, as long as we get that 40 degree angle in there, we're good. So we're going to go ahead and draw our straight edge. I'm going to choose green this time, and a 40 degree angle. So line it up right here again, and here's my 40 degree angle. Oh, don't know what happened just now. So we're going to connect the ends. There's my 40 degree angle. Okay. Now I just know that I need to have one side length with 1 inch and a side length of 2 inches. It doesn't matter which side, right? So I've got to make sure, I'm going to make sure I have, I'll probably make this side length down here 2 inches. So I'm going to extend this to 2 inches. Whoops. This is 2 inches now, right here. And then we just need this to be 1 inch. This is about right here. So then, once I have the end, we have 1 inch here and 2 inches here and our 40 degree angle. I know that I can just connect those two end segments, right? Whoops, I didn't do that very well. So we'll erase that. Okay, and then we can go ahead and erase that. It's not beautiful, you guys, but it works. So we did forget to do one important thing on these problems. We did forget to classify the triangle. based on side and angle. So if we notice in this triangle, we can classify it by its angles. It has all of its angles that are less than 90-degree angles. So we can label this one as acute. And it is not going to be, none of the side lengths are the same. So we're going to say it's scalene. We could actually get out our ruler, but I can tell you right now that none of the side lengths are the same. Now, of course, over here on number 2, we have that 90-degree triangle. So by angle, it is a right triangle, right? And so, but it also is scalene. There are no two sides the same. Down here on number 4, we have a 40-degree angle, and we know it's scalene, right? So if you notice here, this is bigger than 90 degrees. So we know that it is obtuse, and there are no two sides that are the same, so it is also scalene. You are also welcome to go back to your notes and look at those to remind yourselves how to classify them by sides and by angles. All right, over here, there's one, I think you can do most of these here. But on number 4, it says to draw a right triangle with a hypotenuse of 5 centimeters. Basically, what all that means is this. When you draw a right triangle, of course, it has to have 190 degrees angle, right? I'm not drawing this very well. Okay, this line, this is called your hypotenuse right here, that line. So it's saying that that has to have a length of 5 centimeters. So now what we have to do is we have to create a triangle with exactly that length of hypotenuse. Now, to me, I think what I'm just going to do is create a 90-degree angle and then just make the side length. So draw my straight edge, and I keep making these extra little markings. I don't know what's happening there. And then, of course, my up and down. Let's just pretend that's my 90-degree angle, even though it's probably not very perfect. And then in the inside of my protractor, I have measurements in centimeters, and I'm just going to mark off 5 centimeters and line one point up with this edge, and then see where it falls on that bottom line where the 5 centimeter mark falls. It's about right here. So then I know that this hypotenuse is 5 centimeters. So that's how I would do that one. All right, friends, may the force be with you. Good luck with your drawings. If you have any questions, just let us know.